Anup sir, good morning. Hello.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Sir, now you have entire control on the team
Okay,
on
sir.
the meeting. So you can take your host now. So you can start whenever you want to start.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So
We will start, sir, soon.
yes, sir. Fine. Sir.
Okay. Sir, shall we start?
Yes, sir, we can start.
Okay, sir. Good morning, one and all. Again, I welcome to you in this third 1 week international workshop on technical writing using LaTeX. Actually, this workshop is organizing by our School of Electronics Engineering. And in this continuation, our resource person is available here, Dr. Mahesh, who's completed, Dr. Mahesh completed PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering from National Institute of Technology, Pondicherry. He completed his master's from MTech degree from JNTU Anantapur and his BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from JNTU Hyderabad. Mahesh's field of research interest are related to embedded system, wireless communication, Internet of Things, 5G network, NOMA, IEEE 802.11ah, and more. He has published several papers in peer-reviewed journals such as IEEE Communications Letters, IEEE Networking Letters, Computer Communications, etc. He has also been granted patent for his work in IEEE 802.11ah based wireless local area network. Today is going to provide the learning about Beamer presentation, how you can make your presentation more presentable in your LaTeX command or using LaTeX software, how you are going to handle it. So now I'm going to invite our resource person, Dr. Mahesh, sir. Welcome, sir.
Sir, your sweet introduction.
What to you, sir?
Thank you. So give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Sir Anup, sir, I hope the screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
And how about my voice, sir? Is it clear?
Yeah, voice is clear, sir.
Thank
Sometimes little glitches are coming, sir. Certain amount of vibration is coming. Maybe it is a part of the network issue. But
you.
overall,
However, overall it's fine, right?
yeah, overall is fine.
Thank you. So good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Mahesh. Today, I'm discussing about the art of presentation using Beamer, which is a document class in LaTeX. As for the past 4 or 5 days, we have been learning many things about the LaTeX environment and how to write an official document in a very professional way and the beautiful typesetting and many things we have been learning. And now it's time, once we have done our work in LaTeX, how can we present to the others in a beautiful manner? So that is the main aim of this talk. So as I said, the title itself is Art of Presentation. It includes the beauty, how beautiful you can present and how much professionally it looks like. So here there is a separate document for us in LaTeX called as Beamer, which enables us to create slides, it's presentation slides. And it's a very simple thing to use and you can easily understand this. So condition that if you have some idea about the previous sessions, because I'm not here to discuss something which have already been covered. Here I will be just using the things that are covered like figure environment, equations, and all. I will be directly using condition that you may know that. So without wasting the time, let us start how to use a Beamer. So my main topics of interest here is, so I will introduce the Beamer environment and how to create a simple slide. And if you see the contents, these are generally what we like to have in our presentations. So then I will go how we can partition the frame. Frame in the sense it's a slide. So in LaTeX environment, it is called as a frame. In PowerPoint presentation, we call it as a slide. Okay. So how we can partition the slides and how to include some blocks beautiful blocks that can have some text or tables or anything, and how to include figures. This you may have already known that, but let me have a quick revision how to do it in a Beamer. Then how to include tables, equations, algorithms. These four parts you may have known that. And the last four, how to import or how to include codes. If you are giving any programming presentation, how to include your codes beautifully in Beamer, and how to use hyperlinks and navigation, and how to do animations in animations to a basic level, how to do animations in LaTeX presentations, and how to include videos or GIF files in LaTeX presentation. This is all my topics of interest today. There are a lot, but I hope that with this little introduction, you can be gaining sufficient information that you can update by yourself. So let us directly start with this first, how to use a Beamer. So if you see this slide, here I have given a small snippet of a LaTeX code, which actually creates a simple slide. So I'm not going to discuss anything here. Everything let us do by hands-on. So first, let me just copy this code. I have already this. Let me copy this code. I've pasted the same here. So what actually it says here is, here it is not an article, it's a presentation, right? So I'm say Beamer kind of a document class. And there are different number of themes in Beamer, like how we have different designs in PowerPoint presentations. We have n number of themes in Beamer. Here I'm using a theme called as Madrid. Then there are many things continuous. Rather than explaining here, let me just directly go to the overlays. I hope you are also following with me. But I don't want to do what I'm actually saying. I will, however, share a concept to you for your reference in a couple of minutes. You can use that. But let us try to understand the overall background or the overview of the view. So the first important part is here. It contains a document class called as Beamer that enables us to make the presentation. And here I'm using a theme called as Madrid. Okay. So, and followed by, this is actually, if you see, I have compiled, this is how the theme looks like. And followed by title. The title I have, the basic default title here is my customized Beamer, and a subtitle is given as a unique clip of presentation. And who is the author and what is the institution, all these details we can include here. Okay. So where I can import. So you know that any LaTeX document begins in between this begin document and end document. So the first what I'm doing here is I'm creating a title. That is what our title means. It contains the title, subtitle, author details, institute. All these things are imported as a part of the first slide just by using this command called as /make title. Okay. So let me remove this so that you can understand. Just if I include this make title in the document, and if I compile, it just creates one slide. It just creates only one slide, which contains the title, subtitle, author details, or institute details, and you can include many as per your wish. So then how to, this is the, by default, it is the first slide. By default, it is the first slide. And if you want to create more number of slides, so there is an environment called as /begin frame. This is an /begin frame. This is an environment that creates a slide for you, and it has an option to have a frame title like introduction. So, and you can have some text to be presented in the slide, to have randomly kept some data. And if you compile, apart from this title slide, it creates one extra slide, which is titled as an introduction. And some text is presented here. How do we present the text? That depends upon you. For example, if I want to have some list of items, you know, an environment called as itemize, right? So /item, first point, first, /item, second, something like this. You can have anything in this, in between this frame. in between these two, you can have anything that can be beautifully presented. And what can be included in between begin frame and end frame, that depends upon your understanding about the latter. Whatever you have understood in the previous sessions, everything can be incorporated in between the begin frame and end frame. So finally, what I would like to say here is begin frame and end frame. These things will create a slide for you, and you can add any text in between that. So I hope you have understood this. But the theme what I'm using is a matrix. Basically, I don't like this thing, but there are an n number of things. So I will be sharing you a beautiful thing. It is a metropolis, which is which looks a bit classic. So let me just send you the document first. Yes. So I have shared you that template, temp.tx. This document has this theme. I'm just pasting it in overlay. I'm not using this matrix thing now, just I'm erasing and I am importing a new. This is what the theme that I'm using. And whatever I have said before and whatever I'm showing now, both look similar, but there are few differences. We quickly make you understand what is the difference. Here, I'm using a beamer with all the fonts. Well, theme I'm using is not Madrid now. I'm using a theme called as Metropolis. And if you just come to, you can see how beautiful it's like. So this actually looks beautiful when compared with the conventional Madrid theme. So here, this package, I mean, this Metropolis require few packages. By default, you have to include this. Okay, there are different packages which has different purpose. And these things, title, subtitle, date, author, institute, everything remains the same as you have seen in the basic default matrix. But few things that are optional here is slash title graphic. If you use this command, you can have an option to enable. Even these things can be done in basic themes also, but this thing looks good. If you use this command, you can have a graphics, for example, the logo on your first slide. The next thing I'm creating here is the foot line. If you see this foot line, let me download and show you. So this foot line, if you see there is a logo followed by the author name, followed by the title, and followed by the slide number. All these things can be included by using these set of commands. So this is the part which can include you. The first one is it can include author, okay, and it can include short title, and it can include the frame number, say fraction like frame number by total number. So, and also it can include logo, which I have created here. You don't want to bother about this. Once you have some sufficient experience, then these things can be easily understood. But the entire thing is being divided as, first I'm using a beamer presentation, importing Metropolis theme, and importing some packages that are required for my presentation. And my details, who is the author and what is the title and what is the institute, and the logo on the first slide, and the footnote details I'm inserting using this set of comments. So this is common for everything. So I have already shared this document to you for your reference, and I'm using this for our presentation. And always, all these things were written before begin document. Now, once we have begin the document, I'm making the title here, which is common. So making the title means it gives all the details about the title and author. Now I have created a frame, an extra frame called as SDF with some content. This is how we can create a simple presentation using Beamer. I hope you have understood so far. So with this, let me move to the other next slide. So once we have created a basic Beamer environment, not this matrix, I have using a Metropolis. Once we have created a basic Beamer environment, the immediate question comes, because we will be, when we are preparing the presentations, we will be importing different things on the same slide, like on the left top, we may have some figure, on the right top, we may have some figure, on bottom left, bottom right. There will be many things we will be incorporating. How we can do that? How we can split the slide into multiple plots in Beamer. So to split the plots, here is a small snippet. So it is like it begins with slash begin columns and end columns. And you can write something like slash begin column with a width of 0.5 of text width. This is the complete text width where I'm dividing this entire slide. Here, this violet color shows the slide into two parts. The first part takes 0.5 of this entire width, and the next part takes 0.5 of the text width. Let me just copy this. Just let me copy this content and paste it here for your understanding. So here, the first slide, let me name it properly. It's an introduction slide. So how to create a frame, or how to create a slide. So this is completed. Now the intention is how to split the frame. Okay. So I'm again beginning slash begin new frame and splitting the frame. How to split the frame. This is what we have to understand. So as I said, you can use this yes, you can open a slash begin columns with end begin columns. Okay, and here in between this slash begin columns and end begin columns, if you want to partition it, you want to partition by using slash begin column. And this is the left column and this is the right column. Anything you paste it here, the entire frame is divided into two parts that you can see now. So you can see this is a normal slide, and this is the slide which is being partitioned into two parts. So anything you write in between here will be appearing on the left side. Anything you write, anything you do, include figures, tables, algorithms, anything that will be appearing on the right side. And if you want two more, if you want to partition the entire slide into four parts, you can add the same environment again. So you can add the same environment. So here, this is bottom left, and this is bottom right. Like this, in how many number of partitions you need, as many number you can have. I think I have to add a new line. Just give me a minute. Oh, what is happening? Let me come again with this, how to have multiple columns. Let me proceed with the presentation. How to do it in a multiple column, that may be smaller. Let me just take some time for that. The next part comes how to include colored blocks. So this is a snippet that shows how to include the colored blocks. Okay. Let me directly copy this. Let me begin a new slide. Colored blocks. I'm pasting the code here. So here, if you see the first set, set beamer color. First, let me run this so that you can have better understanding. So if you see here, have created a new slide titled colored blocks. And I'm creating a block called as blue block, where this violet color is called as a blue block. But how it is created is to define the colors of the block and to define the colors of the font, you have to include these two sets of comments. Where the first set of command is the block title, that is this one, which is being the background is actually 20% of the blue. It is not 100%. It is 20% of the blue, and the font color is considered as red. And this is the command for the body, which is being described in the light blue color here. Here it is considered as 10% of the blue, where the font color is considered as red. Okay, and this complete set will create a block, and you can include the text. Whatever the text you want, you can include it here in this block. So this is how we can create a block, and the color options are as per your wish. And we have created one more block which is being colored in the secret. I mean, a percentage of red, and font is colored in black. So that is being done by this set of colors. Here we are creating a block with a title whose background is red, that is 20% of red, and font is in black color, and the body, this complete body, the background is 10% of red, and font is in black color. Like this, you can create any number of blocks with the different colors. Like for this, let this be some green block. Okay, so the background is green, and font is black, and for the text background is also green. So this is how you can create different type of blocks here. This is a green block. Similarly, yellow block. Any number of blocks you can create. And if you want to create a block for just showing some figures or equations, how you can do that is, let me just create a yellow block. Let me create a yellow block. Okay. So in between this, now I have created a yellow block. Okay. And I don't want a title for the block. I want just a block with a plain color. I don't want any title. And here I want to write an equation. So you know that how to write an equation. It comes with /begin equation environment. Okay. So equation like x square plus y square is equal to z square. So if I just compile this, you can understand the basic difference. So I think I have to remove this. You can understand the basic difference here. Okay, and I am also removing the, I don't want any title here, that's why I'm removing this. So if you see here, a yellow block is created just for the text. There isn't any title where you can import an equation to that. Not only an equation, any text which should be colored. So like this, you can have a beautiful things that can be incorporated with background colors. So this block is very useful in presenting content that are exclusive. So with this, let me continue. So this is how you can use the blocks. If you want me to have a, let me show the demo of this equation with a new frame because it's all clumsy here. So and let me create the same. Let me import it into the new frame here. So this is something called as equation, right? So this you can see now. This is how you can have a equation that is highlighted in yellow block. Similarly, by disabling the background, you can have anything, any content that can be inserted into the page. So with this, let us go with the next part of the presentation. The next one is figures. I hope you have already learned about these figures. Let us have a fast recap. How can you import the figures in Beamer environment? There isn't any difference. Everything is the same. So here, let me copy this snippet. So let me open a new slide for importing the figure. Here, everything, whatever you want in a separate slide, everything you want to create a new frame. So here, import the figures. So to import the figures, the figure starts with a figure environment. Okay. So, and there will be different options of the figure to import on top, bottom, many things. I'm just giving a basic description. So slash include is a command. So you can have decide the width, height, and aspect ratios in these options. So here the logo, which I have already imported in the workspace, I'm importing this logo here, and the caption is some example. Let me run this. So this is how you can import figures in Beamer environment. Even you can include this figure into a block also. So you know that here there is this equation part. It's this one. So this begin block and end block. Let me copy it here again once more. Instead of this equation, let me copy the figure into the block environment. And how about the block color? So let me select this block color as green. And if I run this, okay, I think there is some. I'm just copying the block once again. Okay. But here, instead of the equation, I have to import the figure. That's what I mean. Uh, there are some ending errors. Let me just remove this. I'm not able to find where the error is. So let me just check. Just give me a minute. So this is where we have ended importing the equations into the block. So now I would like to import figure, right? Figure, importing figures. So for that, I'm just copying this. So this is how we can import the figure. But what I mean is, let me try. I have never tried this importing figures into block. Let me just try it once. So this one I have to copy into the new frame. So, but instead of this equation environment, I want to have a figure. Yes. So this is how the equation is being imported into a block which is yellow color, and this is how the figure is imported into a block of yellow color. So likewise, you can have different things that can be incorporated into the block environments. Okay. This is dividing everything into. So next one is, if you have understood this, how to import the figure. Let me show you one more example. So if you have multiple figures, so how can you include multiple figures? So there is a package called as subfigure. By using this package, you can import as many figures as you want. So let me copy this. Let me open a new slide. Subfigure. Sorry. Let me begin a new frame. Okay. So subfigures. So here I am copying this. So what this shows is, so the subfigure is written with a command / subfigure. All these things are the titles, subfigure 1, 2, 3, 4, and including the same figure as a part of all the things. And the label says the figure. So let me just run this. So this is how a subfigure environment is created with all the figures are being spaced. I think I forgot to show one thing. So in the figure environment, I hope you may know this. So there is something called as width. You can choose the height and width, but always make sure that it is as per the aspect ratio. If you use this keep aspect ratio, the figure, though it is minimized or maximized, its aspect ratio will be maintained same. It's always recommended to use this so that the figure looks as it is. So keep aspect ratio. Spell mistake. So though it is already as per the aspect ratio, so you're not able to find difference, but it is always recommended to use this in the include graphics command. So far, I hope you have understood how to start with the title page and how to create a slide and how to partition the slide and how to use the color blocks and how to import the equations into color block and how to import figures as well as how to import the figures into a color block and how to import multiple figures that are being arranged properly. So with this, we'll continue. The next part of this is including the tables. So to include the tables, actually I'm not good at writing this snippet. I'm not showing how to use this snippet to create the tables. There is, I hope you may know this. So there is a table generator.com. This is a website which is very where you can easily create tables as per your wish. So let me just show you fast how to in a faster way how to create a table, create new table, and how many number of rows and how many number of columns. I have chosen here as 3 and 3. So here this is the first one. First, I'm inputting the serial number and then name and date of birth, and you can have different data here. So once you have created a table like this, you can make the lines as per your wish. For example, if you click all these things and if you select all and if you click, it gives the lines borders for everything. Or else you can even create, borders as per your wish. So for example, if I need only few things or few lines to be incorporated like this, if the table should look like this, then I can create the lines as per our wish. So this website table generator makes you gives you an easy platform to create beautiful tables. That's what I mean. So I have created a table like this, and you can once you have created, you can make all these as center, bold. This is how you can how you do in Microsoft Office. But once you have created a table like this, if you click generate, it gives a respective tabular environment. So just copy this. Just copy this. And now that you can directly import into your Beamer. I'm creating a new thing here. importing tables. So I have just copied whatever I have created the table in table generator. I have just copied the text and let me check it. So it creates a new slide title importing tables, and whatever is the table that I have shown that I have created in here, and copying this LaTeX code will generate a table service. So this is how you can import tables in an easy way. And you can create tables of different requirements, like different lines and different columns. As per your wish, you can easily do it in table generator. So I hope you got a better understanding with this. Then how to use the equation. This I have already explained. You can use an equation environment. You can have a equation like this. Let me have a quick demonstration related to this. So slash begin a new frame, importing equations. So here you can have a equation imported. So this is how the equations can be imported. So here the equation is without any block, but if you see here, the equation is beautifully incorporated into a background with any color you want. So that is the difference between this slide and that slide. So that's how you can import equations. The next one is how to import algorithms. So again, I hope you have a separate session on how to import equations, figures and all. I'm not emphasizing on anything. Let me directly copy this and place it in a frame slash begin frame titled importing algorithms. So here I'm just pasting the code, and I hope you know that a separate package is required for importing. I think I have included all the packages here. Algorithmic, I have included the package. Without these packages, it will show any error. So just run it. So this is how you can import an algorithm in Beamer environment. So, and even you can partition the slide into two columns, and you can write some text related to this algorithm on left side, and you can have a algorithm here on the right side. Anything is possible. Okay. So the next one is how to import codes. This is a bit interesting thing. So you see here on the right side, I am seeing an output. If you have any codes or anything you want to explain during your presentation, this snippet enables you to create a code. Like okay, it's like a block. So with a code being incorporated as a piece, even if you see the spaces. So this is what the code I have. I want in the block. Even it whatever the way you write in between these begin verbatim, the same will be displayed here. Okay, that's what. Let me show you a demo. Quick demo, you can understand this. So how to import codes. So slash begin, new frame, importing codes. So to import the codes, what did I miss here? Okay, I have missed something called as and slash and verbatim. Right. So here, if you see, I'm creating a colored box. So which is whose width is 5 centimeters, height 5 centimeters. And the colored box, first let me run this so that we can understand it. Okay. Okay. So if you have seen here, so a box is created whose title is my code, and the background, that is the it is actually the background is completely gray. And how much gray means it is 10% white and 90% gray. You can choose these colors like 10% red, 90% other color. This number differentiates this, which is being in between this exclamatory mark or this comment marks. So 10%, 10 means it is 10% white, the remaining, that is 90% gray. And this one, the color, the frame of the color, okay, it is 50% red and 50% green. This is how the color shows. And the title, so this is how you can create. And if you want to incorporate any code as it is, right? So for example, if you have multiple spaces, and even if the spaces has to be displayed, then there is a environment called as this one, verbatim. So in between verbatim, whatever you write here, whatever you write, everything will be displayed as how you write. So here, let me just show you a small, even if you just give a tab here, this is how it looks like. So I think I have to increase the width, 7 centimeters width, 7 centimeters height. Okay, I think I have missing one more thing. So if you want to have, if you want to write the code, there should be an option called as phrasal that should be added to the frame. Then only the text will be displayed as how you write in this verbatim environment. Yes, I hope now you can see this. So whatever the way, however I have written, the same is being displayed in this code, condition that this option is enabled in the frame. If you don't enable this option, then everything will be represented in similar to a normal text. Okay. So this is how you can import the codes in Beamer environment. The next one, we use hyperlinks and navigation. So demo is like if I press the Google, it goes to the other slide, and if I click here, it goes to the previous slide. How to enable this? So here, to enable this, just give me a minute. Just to enable this, first let me create 2 frames. Class begins. Anup sir. Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Hello. What is it, sir? Who is speaking? Hello. Mahesh, sir. Mahesh, sir, you are not audible. Hello. Yes, sir.
Now is it audible, sir? Clear, right? Fine, sir. Fine. Okay. So let us continue. Just
Hello. Again muted, sir.
Okay, let us continue. So what I'm saying is,
Yeah, no problem, sir.
so what I'm saying here is how to include these hyperlinks. So to include the hyperlinks, let me create two titles, like how I have done here. So we have to use a option called as label. So this is the main slide. So I'm creating a label for this slide as main. And please go to, I'm using a command called as hyperlink. So here the text is Google. Okay. And if you click on this Google, it goes to a label called as Google, which I have to create in a separate place. So what I mean is create one more begin frame. This is a previous. Okay. So I have created two slides here. One slide is one slide is Google. Okay. So this slide is a previous slide or main slide. So here, please click here to return. And if you click on this thing, you have to go to the previous slide. So what I'm doing here is, so click here. So if you click this text, you have to go to this previous slide, which is being labeled as main. And I have to add a label for this slide also. So the label is equal to, so what is actually the label that I have used here? Google, right? So the same I am writing here, Google. So by using just these two slides, if you see now, so this is the first slide with a title previous, and the label is main, and this is another slide with a title Google, and the label is Google. So you can use this hyperlink command, which follows the label. That means the path where I have to go, followed by the word on which I have to click. Similarly, this is the main where I have to go, and this is the text that should be displayed for this hyperlink. So if I run this, so it creates two slides. If I click on Google, it goes to this slide. And if I click on here, actually both are on the same. So let me just download and show. So here, just give me a minute. Yeah. Now it's showing clear. So if I click on here, it is going to the previous slide. If I click on Google, it is going to the Google slide. So this is how the hyperlinks work in a Beamer presentation. So you can navigate to any slide just by using this command hyper, and make sure that a proper label is given to that respective frame. So this is how you can use the hyperlinks and navigation. So coming to the next slide, how to include animations. So here to include the animations, so let me just copy a small snippet. Yes. So just the next one I would like to explain is slash begin frame, a new frame. Okay. So with animations. So to create an animation, we use the same itemize, but what actually is the difference here is, just a minute. We copy it in it properly. Yeah. So here, if you see, there are some options given, like this is one, 2, 3. So this enables the animation. So once you have item 1 displayed, with the next click, it goes to the item 1. So meanwhile, it resides in this place. So like this, every item followed by the pass will be holding. And once you have a click, then it goes to the respective item. Let me compile this and show you so that you can understand. So if you see here, it creates, this is the first slide that is created, but all these slides will be merged. First slide and the second slide after a click, which contains the two parts, and the third slide uh, followed by all these items. And there are different commands, like if you use /uncover. So this text will be always uncovered on slide 4, only uncovered on slide 4. Only means this text is only shown in slide 5. There are different commands available in this animation. I think it cannot be properly visible here in this overlay. So to understand this, let me download this and let me show you. So here, yeah. So this is item 1. On the next click, item 2. On the next click, item 3. And further click shows the remaining things. So like this, you can make an animation like while presenting, by every click that other things will be displayed. So, and there isn't anything new to be done in creating the animations just by using these numbers followed by like this. So if you just use these numbers, what actually has to be done on every click, that can be decided. And there are different options available with the description given here. Okay, like if you use a command /only slide, so this is only shown, this text is gradually revealed only on from slide 8 onwards. So these are the complete commands that are useful to create an animation in an itemized environment. So following this, the next one is videos, how to include videos in presentation. So there is a simple snippet. So here the output shows that if I click on this, it shows a video playing here. So how to enable this, how to do this means a small command, or else I can directly copy it from here. So how to include the video, right? So /begin frame import videos. Okay, so to do this, just include this /include movie as a poster, and a text will be showing like here, and followed by here I'm importing this video.mp4, and make sure that workspace has this file. Let me import that video file here. Okay, so once it is imported, if I compile this, I think the video cannot be played online, but once you download this, as I have shown here. Okay. So here, this is how the video is imported here. If the video is, if you have not clicked, it shows the text like loading video. So this is the text that you can change this text, and once you click on this, the video will play like how I am showing here. If you click on this, the video will play here. So this is a very important thing. Even the videos or even the GIF files can be played in PDF files as a part of the animation. So this is how you can make use of the Beamer environment. So, and finally, what I would like to emphasize here is on references. Already you know how to import the references, but to do this, there is a command like, let me just copy this directly. I'm opening a new frame, and you know that I'm just using references. I'm citing and I'm importing a bib file called as a demo. Let me just import the bib file. So I'm importing a bib file here. So this bib file has a citation labeled So, and the bibliography style is abbreviation type of style. If you run this, a new frame is created that includes all the references that I have used in your presentation. So you see that a reference that I have, this cited document is being referred here. So this is how you can include the references. But one thing that I have missed here is we have created different slides and how to add table of contents. So we have not included any table of contents, and every slide explains a different part, right? So to enable this, so let us write something called as, so let me just go to the starting. So the first thing that we have discussed is, let me represent under a section called as section intro. So this is the name. So if you just compile, especially this is enabled in Metropolis scale. So if you just have, if you just compile, so you see a separated slide will be forming with a title intro, and this shows the length of the presentation. Okay. So here, this is the intro slide. Similarly, let me make different sections. So first we have understood how to create a slide, then splitting the frame. Then the next section is blocks, right? The next section is blocks. Having understood the blocks, we have understood the equations / section equations. This is one more section. And then we have understood how to include figures, that is under a section, and subfigures. And our next section is / section tables. Table, this is one more section. Okay, importing section. The next section is algorithms, how to import algorithms / section algorithm. Next section is importing codes. Next section is hyperlinks, right? This section is hyperlinks. Next section is animations. So I'm just adding different sections. You can see what why it is important. This is how the animation works. Next section is / section importing videos. So, and finally a new section for references. Okay, so these are all different sections. If I just compile, you can see how beautifully the overall presentation looks like now. Okay, so this is how, so introduction section, splitting frame, next one is blocks, so next one is equations. So it looks like this. And having given different sections, how to have a table of contents ready for you. So once you have given the sections for each and every content that you have prepared, so the first slide after having the title slide, the first slide should be the table of contents. So I'm creating a new frame with a title table of contents, and there is a template, a command like this section is a table of contents, and then section should be given number. That's why I have given sections everywhere. And to display the table of content, this is the command. So if I just run this, immediately after the title, a new frame will be formed with all the table of contents, which are numbered as per the sections that you have given. See, so this is how the complete presentation looks like. Let me download this once again for you, and let me show you. So this is the final presentation that we have created as a part of our talk. So this is the title, and this is the contents that we have discussed. This is in introduction, we know how to create a slide and how to split the slides and how to incorporate the blocks, equations in blocks, how to include figures, multiple figures, tables using table generator, how we can easily do that, and importing equations, how to import algorithms, how to display the codes using the verbatim environment, and how to use the hyperlinks like this, how to use the hyperlinks, then how to use animations one by one like this, then how to import the videos. And here it's not playing. You have to make sure that the video and the file should be under the same folder. And finally, how to have the references for all the things that I have prepared. So this is the end of my presentation at this point of time. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. You can just post it on the chat box.
Mahesh, sir?
You can ask me if you have any doubts now.
Participants, if you have any query related to the Beamer presentation, you can ask from our resource person.
How to draw the flow charts. So actually, there is a package called as tick, but I thought to include the ticks package, but it will be a bit complicated for the beginners. So I have not included that. But one way of doing a beautiful flow charts is I always recommend PowerPoint presentation. Don't think that I am against the LaTeX Beamer, but this is a shortcut as how I have shown you shortcut for table generation. You can use, you can create a beautiful diagram in PowerPoint presentation. You can use it because you can't get a EPS file from PowerPoint presentations. So for that, you can copy that diagram, whatever you have created in PowerPoint presentation, you can include in Adobe Illustrator or Inkspace to create an EPS file, and that EPS file can be incorporated in your Beamer presentation for in a shortcut way. That can be done very easily. But using the ticks package for creating a diagram takes time. Initially, it definitely takes time. Once you have enough expertise, it will be very easy. Codes always supposed to be written. Yes, the code should be written in the verbatim environment. That's what I have shown here. So this slide, if you see here, yeah, this is written in verbatim environment. That's why the code looks as it is, as how I have written. Yes, that's what I'm saying. To have a images like this, like you have posted some image, I recommend to do it in a PowerPoint. Copy that because it will be very easy for us rather than doing by using ticks package. So copy that file in Adobe Illustrator or Inkspace. Inkspace is open source, I think. So you can get an EPS file directly import in the presentation. That can be done very easily. So anything else? So for practice, I have already shared you a template. So I will also be sharing this template to you. Any new message? Okay, please share some references. So let me do one thing. So here, whatever we have done here, this file, let me share with you. So I think this file may help you. You can edit this and you can create you can create your own presentations. Can we insert emojis? Yes, condition that if they are in figures, you can definitely insert. Because you can use figure environment to do that. So any other doubts? So any other doubts, please?
No, sir, I think we are not getting any query for that. Okay, sir, we can bind the
Is
system.
it, or let me just paste it in a text document for your.
We make the logo constant in on the slide. Sir, one person is asking how we can maintain the logo throughout the slides.
So you can copy this text inside this document into the overleaf, then definitely it will work. But the logo and the video, you have to comment that, because those are the links, those are the extra files that are required for enabling this presentation. So here I have 3 other files that are part of this presentation that I have not shared. So you can just comment that, then you can use this file. Or you can have your own video or logo and bib file. Yes, you can make any logo constant in all the slides that we have to explore. So here there is a, where is this part? Yes, title graphics, right? Here there are some options that enables the logo on the top or bottom, but here you see in my presentation I have included a logo at the bottom of every slide. So for doing that, as I said already, I have created a new command, my logo, with that respective file, and this part includes the complete footer, that it includes the logo, author details, titles, frame numbers, etc. Yes, image in the photo, that's what I'm saying. So here, this is a Beamer template and my logo. So this logo is called as the logo file, this logo file. So by using this command, you can import the image into the footer. So any other doubts? So if you have any doubts, please let me know. From LaTeX, can we get text file? For what? I think because LaTeX, once it is compiled, it will be only inside of a PDF. I'm not sure how to do that. I'm not actually understanding how to get a
Well,
text file
yeah,
instead of a, okay, instead of a
yeah,
PDF.
instead of PDF.
I think it's not possible, I think. But I'm not sure. Please check it. Because the main intention is to have a document in PDF format. I think there isn't any feasibility for getting a text file.
So
Sir,
thank
Anup
you.
sir?
Yeah, yeah, okay, sir. We can bind the system.
Anup sir?
Yes, sir, I'm audible. Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
So with this, that is the end of my presentation. And if you have any, if you need any content, or if you have any doubts, you can mail me. I am just posting my mail address. So you can use this to mail me so that possible I can help definitely.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mahesh sir, for this wonderful session on Beamer presentation. I hope the participant gained the idea for preparing the presentation.
Algorithms write in code format or any format available. Algorithms write in code format or any format. Actually, using the algorithmic package, you can see here. Where is this algorithmic package? Yeah, actually, these are the different commands that are available in this algorithmic package. I think this is the only way that you can do. But algorithmic X, there is another package that has a different set of commands. So using these two packages, the way of writing algorithms slightly differs. Like if you see here as the, if you see here, it's written like while and while. It is written in this format. But if you use algorithm X package, it will be like in a programming way of writing an algorithm, like while some brackets will be opening. It looks like that. So better you can explore algorithm X. That is another package that are available in LaTeX environment. Can you share text file once again? Okay, fine.
I think you can go up and here file is available. Mahesh sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I have shared.
Mahesh sir, I'm audible? Hello.
So with this, I think I can end my presentation if you do not have any doubts. So over to Anup sir.
Mahesh sir, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful session on Beamer presentation. I hope participants gain the idea for preparing the presentation using LaTeX. I would also like to thank Dr. Priyanka Madam and Mr. Satyasai for giving the support throughout the session. So
Thank you, sir.
yeah. So now at this stage, we are going to end this session, and our next session will start from 2:30 p.m. on CV writing, how you are going to prepare your CV. So we will retune at 2:30 a.m. 2:30 p.m. Thank you all the participants